Hi, guys. Welcome back to The Ratchet Christian. I am The Ratchet Christian. I am so excited to be back with a new episode. It's been like a month. I'm so sorry. I had to go back to the DMV and get my hair done. Like I had to go get my braids done. And well, that's not the only reason why I went home, but I did go home and do that too. But I'm excited to be back. Time to clock back in, get back to work. We have my favorite guest here, like the best guest in the whole wide world. I live with him. I know him. I love him. I'm married to him. I want you guys to give a very warm welcome to my husband, Osamu.
Hey, what up, Happy B.
Hi, honey.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome back to like our podcast at this point.
Yeah.
I can't even, you're not even a guest anymore. Like this is your podcast too.
Great.
Yeah. I just
Glad to
like,
be here.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm always happy.
Anytime you're on a episode, it does really well. So
Hey,
I brought you in for the favor. So you better work.
I mean, these are fun, man.
You have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to talk to me all day. So it's nice to like have people watch us talk to each other because why not?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Why not? Certain things.
Oh, you better stop. You better stop. Well, we're married, whatever. But that's not what we came here to talk about. We are TV and movie people. I think you have like a very well-rounded like opinion about like television and TV shows and anime and all the things.
Yeah.
And I am more so of like a movie person.
Mm-hmm.
I love movies because you get the beginning, the middle, and the end all at once. I don't have time to be going through a whole bunch of series, waiting 2 years for the new episode to come out. I don't like that. I will sit through a series, but I prefer a movie. I love movies. I moved to LA to become an actress. That's what I did first before I became a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I was a particularly good actress, but I can always get better. And I will get better, okay? But acting is not easy.
No, I guess not.
It's not. And this is not about my failed acting career, by the way. And it has not failed because it's just starting.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, it's been started. Listen, I'm going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the summer blockbusters, right? Yeah. Movies are back. They are so back. I feel like they really worked hard this year to get people back into the theaters.
Yep.
And so there was a lot of great movies that came out this summer, and I want us to talk about a few of them that we've seen and do our best to not give spoilers.
Right.
I can't make any promises. If it came out like a couple months ago, I'm going to give spoilers. But if it's like the newer ones,
I think
I still shouldn't.
Yeah, because a couple months isn't that long.
A couple months is not that long?
You get spoilers on movies that have been out for like over a year.
Okay, but we're going to talk about The Amateur towards the end, and that came out in April. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't care.
The Amateur. What was that movie?
You don't remember The Amateur?
Which one was that?
It's the one about the secret agent that.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm the one who even wanted to watch.
I'm about to say you drove
Rami Malek.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that was Rami Malek.
Rami Malek, Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, well, let's just talk about The Amateur then, because that that came out in. Sorry, Solomon, we're going out of order. That was going to be the very last one. So. We'll start with The Amateur. The main actor in it was Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, come on.
Lawrence Fishburne. And,
Icon. He was in it too.
Yeah. It was a pretty good movie.
What'd you think about it?
Well, I just like the any kind of underdog kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, he's just trying to avenge his wife.
Yeah.
He's trying to avenge his wife, and he essentially allows people to underestimate him.
Mm-hmm. Come on, preach it.
But he's brilliant. Like
mm-hmm.
He's invented most of the infrastructure technologies and all this and that. Like and this is everything that's in the trailer. I'm not saying anything that's not in the trailer. Like he's invented like the infrastructure technologies and stuff that are used in a lot of security systems. So
for the FBI or the CIA?
It was either the CIA or like the NSA or something like that.
One of those 3 letters.
And he was really skilled, and he. It's good. I just like a good.
I did not know that this guy was Rami Malek. I don't know.
Same guy from Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot of stuff, but I never knew that was his name.
Yeah, he's a brown. He's a brown boy.
He's brown.
Yeah, I don't know which country, but yeah, he's
one of those
of a Middle Eastern.
One of ours.
Yep, just doesn't have a beard.
Because please stop. Okay, so I didn't want to go see The Amateur, but you made it convincing enough. I'm like, okay, like I'll go see it. Why not? Mm-hmm. It seems decent. The pool scene, like where the guy's in the pool and then he like blows it up and then the guy falls out.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was really cool. I thought the beginning was a bit of a slow burn while I'm like, okay, you want to know what I really thought? I thought, as soon as we're starting to expose the deep state, they're making these movies humanizing people who work in the deep state.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear about the FBI guy's wife who gets kidnapped. Where are the kids? Where's the Epstein list? You know, like I want a deep state movie about that. Like, I just feel like it was my initial thought, because like, this is just where my brain goes. I'm like, this is like propaganda. It's deep state propaganda to humanize these agencies and to show them. It's like, yes, they create these technologies and they, you know, do things in the society and all that stuff. But his wife, you know, they're just like us.
But you know, look, the reality is that a lot of people join the military to join these agencies, and they have good intentions. Yeah, but the reality is also that the people who are good at espionage and stuff have certain personality traits that aren't like, you know, like they're okay with lying. They don't have a lot of guilt over, you know, double crossing people, and or you know, they're cutthroat and this and that. Qualities that make them good in these stereotypical espionage situations, you know what I'm saying? But like, they're not going to lend themselves to, you know, but at the same time, I'm sure, because like, you know, my experience in the military, like there's people who truly believe that they're patriots.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
The only problem is the nature of what like the CIA, NSA and stuff do. Like they spy on everybody.
Yeah,
and they're not supposed to, but like we know what they do, and that's kind of the thing with like what you said with like the Epstein list and you know, like where are the children? It's like, we know that people are lying to us, but we don't have any proof. We don't have any way, but we just know, right?
I love how I told myself, like, we're going to do like such a chill episode today. Yeah. It's just going to be about summer blockbusters and movies. You know? I'm not going to talk about politics. I'm not going to talk about conspiracies. In 7 minutes and 12 seconds into the episode, I'm like, where are the kids? Yeah. It just, it oozes out of me. I can't help it.
But that's the thing, you know, with these movies. You know? Yeah. Like, they're inspired by that collective like consciousness of like, of just the general culture of this particular time period. Yeah.
It was good.
That's what makes a movie hit, you know, just like a song. Like if it's well placed, timing, you know.
I thought like I said, the beginning was a bit of a slow burn, but then once all the action stuff started, I really liked the part, like, I'm sorry if it's a spoiler, whatever, it's been out for a couple months. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But there's a part where he kind of like gets over on them, where they think like, oh, we got him, like, we have him figured out. Like he would go here and like do this thing, but it was like not a misdirect.
Yeah, it was a decoy. Like it was just a diversion, you know.
Solomon, did you see The Amateur?
No, that's the one thing, because it wasn't on your list.
Yeah, it wasn't.
The Amateur, the Amateur probably. You know, I don't think a whole lot of people saw it like that, but it was pretty good. You know, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll start off with that one.
Yeah.
It was decent. I would give it out of 10, maybe like a 7. I didn't really quite understand Lauren Fishburne's like character. I just didn't.
He did have too many roles, because it's like first he was training him.
Yeah.
Then they assigned him to kill him.
He was like a double agent, but I don't feel like his motivations were strong enough to like make it make sense. Yeah. You know, like I went to acting school for 4 years. Shout out to Anthony Gallardi Acting Studio. I love Coach Anthony. Miss you. I'm saying it like he's no longer here. He's still here. Like I just haven't been going, but my acting coach is amazing. And so I'm like, because I went to acting school for like 4 years, I feel like I have like a bachelor's degree, and just like the technicalities and the skill level when it comes to acting. And so sometimes it's hard for me to watch stuff, because it's like I can see what the actors are doing and I understand them, like, oh, this is a save the cat moment, or, you know, what's this person's objective? Like all these things. I don't feel like Lawrence Fishburne's character had a strong enough like objective. It's like, why is he doing what it is that he's doing? You know what I mean? And he's such an iconic actor that I'm like, I think I personally just wanted a little bit more. But again, I'm saying it like I could do it better than him. I can't. I think the movie was like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think out of 10?
Feel like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why is 6?
6 is above average.
It is above average.
6 is above average. I just feel like it was more of a 6 movie, like, because, you know, Rami, it wasn't enough. You know, I feel like they could have been a little bit more action to it.
Yeah, because it didn't happen until like the very like last.
The slow
30
burn
minutes.
was a little too
Yeah,
long.
it was a little too slow.
Yeah.
But when the action picked up, it was good. A lot of stuff was blowing up, and it was cool, like fight scenes and all that.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy it.
And like you said, both these people are like very talented actors.
Yeah.
Like, and they've done really exciting movies before.
Mhm.
So it's just, I think it's just the plot. And
I'm about to say,
the
as an
pacing.
actor, you're only as good as the script.
Right.
You have your script, and then you do your best to do your
Yeah.
job. So I
Okay.
think they did their job. Okay, so this week we went to go see Weapons. We went to go see Weapons on, was it Wednesday or Tuesday?
It was
Lord.
it was Wednesday.
This movie, so because it's new, I'm definitely going to try to talk about it without spoilers.
Yeah.
But when I say I was afraid to go to bed when we got home, I was afraid to go to bed when we got home. Like the movie like freaked me out that bad. When you left for work in the morning, I kind of could not sleep.
Okay, wait. Before you guys start, I want to throw in something because usually nowadays when you got a movie like this, the first thing you think after you see the preview, okay, what is it? Is it zombies?
Yeah.
Is it vampires?
Yeah.
Is it werewolves? Like, what is it, right? And you're almost going to be disappointed if it's one of those because it's like
It's
man,
a played out
It's
trope.
cliche. It's like, oh, okay.
yeah. It's like So I was really surprised with what this ended up being.
Yeah.
And I was very.
It was different.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
It was refreshing.
Yeah. People are working. People have ideas, and I think mainstream studios now are trying to lean towards independent movies now because people don't want to see the old IPs anymore. We've seen them our whole lives.
Yeah.
And so like that's being conveyed in movie sales. People don't want to go see those. People aren't giving those high ratings either. So like but all the movies this year so far that are getting the accolades are movies like this.
Have deserved it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These independent screenplays, but really horror's been killing it.
Yeah, horror has been this summer.
Horror's
I'm just
been killing it.
Do horror movies usually come out in the summer like this? I feel like there's been a lot of horror movies this summer.
Yeah.
They've lately
been good.
The last couple of years, I would say horror movies have gotten a lot better.
Of course.
They're all coming with these unique.
Yeah. First
things,
of all, it's unique stories, which
Yeah.
I love. I feel like Weapons, like what Solomon was saying, it's like I didn't know where they were going with this.
Right.
I didn't even know what the movie was about.
Yeah.
Even as I'm watching it, I'm like, what is this?
And the
What's
way they
going to
tell the
happen?
story is also very
The
unique.
way it was told.
Yeah.
The way that they
Yeah.
break down the story is very unique.
Like
and
each
every
character's story.
they tell every character's story
Yeah.
one at a time. And there's a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but the story slowly progresses.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
at first, like she says, you're just like, what is going on? You just have questions.
Yeah.
Everybody's story's been told in the beginning, and it's questions, because these are the people on the other side. But then they start talking about characters who have different like involvement with what's going on, and now you're gaining understanding of what's going on, and then it becomes more dire.
What I really like about that is I feel like some stories or some movies that I watch tell the story out of like order, just for style. And it doesn't make sense, or it's not necessary.
Harder
Half
to
of
follow.
the time, it's hard to follow, and it's not necessary.
Yeah.
This made sense. It furthered the story along, and how it was done. It was just cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
The story was original. It was unique, and I was just like, during the movie, I whispered to him. First of all, I felt like it was an audience experience. Like we were there with the other movie.
Everybody was
We were
very
laughing together.
audibly reacting.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I know I said no spoilers.
Be careful. Don't. Listen. This is. You gotta make money.
No, but Solomon, listen. It won't be like a real spoiler, but the moment, and all I'll say is the moment when the car door opened and you heard it.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that moment when
cinematically
the girl was
that
in the
was a
car?
very good scene. Cinematically, that was a
and the lady came out of the house like this, and she's going around the car, and then you think like it's gonna be like
cinematically that was a very good scene because it was you see this woman walk away and you think like, oh, she's just gonna go kill someone else or whatever, and then you hear her
you don't even
back, you don't see her. I was like, that's
the whole movie theater.
Done.
Everybody in the theater was like,
well done to that director, that cinematographer. Well done.
Well, okay.
That was
so
good.
speaking of the director, because I was so impressed by it, I looked him up. The director of the movie was Zach Krager. And I was telling you before handsome white guy.
Okay.
Young, 44.
Okay.
Looked like he could be an actor, but is a comedian. Shout out to the comics. I feel like we just do the best and coolest stuff.
That's right.
And also, guess what? He's from the DMV.
Wow.
He's from Arlington, Virginia.
Jiggy
Yeah. We're
Okay.
taking credit. I was just in Virginia, so shout out to Virginia.
Obviously, violence.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
violence in the
No,
DMV.
but listen, I was on TikTok last night, and apparently there's kids going missing in Virginia right now. Like in the month of August, like at least 50 kids have gone missing from Virginia. The director's from Virginia. This movie is about missing kids. I'm like, hold up. The deep state again. You see how
Oh, jeez.
you see how everything comes back, but I'm just
I think I heard something about that. Like 50 kids are missing in the last month.
yeah, and there's been
Something
like an
crazy
ice
that.
cream truck riding around at night, like 9 o'clock, 10 p.m.,
What?
riding through the DMV. Like, who's selling ice cream this late?
Yeah.
No pictures of the ice cream.
Who's walking
cone.
up to an ice cream truck at 9 o'clock at night too?
Kids whose parents are home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the parents when these kids are walking out the door in the middle of the night?
Where were their parents?
Well, at
And
least they had
weapons.
ring
No,
cameras.
no,
Yeah.
no. Weapons.
That was a good
Weapons is scary because the parents weren't neglectful. These kids
Yeah.
left their houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't give away too.
That's in the trailer. The kids left their houses.
Yes, they did.
So it's different.
Yeah,
It's
it's very, very different. But also after while we were watching that movie, I'm like, baby, we gotta homeschool our kids, bro. Like we don't have any kids, but when we have kids, we need to consider homeschooling them. But then there's also a larger theme of all I'm gonna say is you can't let everybody in your house.
No. And I already
you can't let
believe that,
everybody
so-
in your home. It doesn't matter if you're related to them or not related to them. You have to be very choosy about the people that you let in your home around your young children.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say about it.
Especially estranged uncles and aunts.
I have no
Oh, I
problems
don't know
telling
her
people
well,
that
but my mom
You
knew
can't-
her.
Yeah.
So
you're not coming through.
you're not coming through.
I wish you would tell me something like that. I'm like, no.
I mean, but honestly, within our culture, we're Africans, that's normal. It's very normal for us to have extended relatives
Yeah.
come and like live with us and move in with
Yeah.
us.
I mean,
for
growing
extended
up,
periods of
we
time.
had some uncles and
Yeah,
stuff
we've all.
too.
Me too. I've had aunties and uncles live with
But
us.
they weren't estranged. They were,
Yeah.
siblings to my parents, or they were.
Did you
like-
know them?
I didn't
or
know
did
them,
you-
but if my parents know them, then that's fine. Like
Well, his parents knew them, and that's all I'll say.
his parents were the ones that
The
did it?
guy, the
Yeah.
little boy's parents knew the people. They were a family.
But who? But the thing that they don't really clarify is who. I feel like the woman herself said, "I'm related to you by this and this."
No, she's
They
said-
knew.
they clarified it. So we won't clarify, but they did clarify it.
Well,
And
she,
it
well
is the
all she
woman that's
did was
related.
say that she's my aunt on my blah 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 and my blah blah
She's
side.
my mom's sister. That's what she
Yeah,
said.
but she doesn't say who said. She didn't say my mom said that. My mom asked me to do this. She didn't say that.
She said my mom would have done it.
That's what she said.
So
So
that
my
means the
point is
mom
that the
is
mom
dead.
is dead, and
Yeah.
that the woman. So the point is,
So
if
how
somebody approaches you and
wicked-
says that they're your family member, and you don't know them, don't let them into your house.
Yeah.
Easy peasy,
Yeah.
lemon queasy. If you feel bad, break them off some money.
But also, women, listen to your kids and your husbands. Like, I know we have big hearts and we're compassionate and we want to do the right thing. Luckily, like, I grew up here. I'm Americanized enough that it's like, I don't get anything out of, like, being the relative that bends over backwards for other relatives. That
No.
does nothing for me. I love my family, but I have very strong boundaries with them. And I think that goes a long way. Like, I'm listening to what my child has to say. And
Yeah.
if they're saying that they're afraid or they feel a certain
Yeah.
type of way, I'm going to listen to my husband. If
Yeah.
you don't want a particular person, at the house or around us, like, it might take me a while to come to that conclusion, but
Yeah.
I'll still hear you out. And
Mhm.
so, without giving away too much, I loved Weapons. I
Very
think it's a
good.
10 out of 10.
Very good.
Go see it.
Same.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, no notes.
Very
Good job,
good.
Zach Rager from the
Yeah,
DMV. That's
really
what I'm
good.
talking about. So okay, after we saw Superman as well, like I think a week or two
The next
ago,
movie is Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you liked Superman more than me.
Yeah. Superman was pretty good. When I watch movies for like what like I have an assumption of like what this movie was made for and who it was made for.
Mhm.
So it's a comic book movie, like, and it feels like a comic book movie. It's like fun, you know what I'm saying? Like it's lighthearted. Superman isn't infallible and like almost indestructible. Like he needs help, like, but he's still Superman. He's still strong and everything. Like, but the team around him is also interesting too. They're using what do you call it? The Justice Gang.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Mr. Terrific stole the show.
Yeah, Mr.
He was
Terrific.
the star of that movie.
They should give Mr. Terrific his own
Yeah,
movie because
he carried
in
that whole movie on his back.
I only know him from the animated Justice League. Oh, Justice League Unlimited. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Mm-mm.
There's Justice League Unlimited that was out. It used to come on like I think Adult Swim back in the day, and it was it was just like a more edgy version of the original Justice League cartoon that came out. And Mr. Terrific was in there, but like from what I know, he's just one of the smartest people in the world.
Yeah.
And so he just uses his intelligence.
I've never heard of
Combat crime.
Mr. Terrific, and for me, the Superman movie, I kind of was underwhelmed in a way where I felt like he kind of felt like a doofus to me. Like he felt like he was, to me, I felt like he was stupid.
Well,
like kind of naive and dumb.
But
Yes, he's big and strong, but he kind of acted
idea.
like a kid.
But that's the idea of what Superman truly is. He's pure.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
He's pure.
Um,
He's pure. He cannot see the darkness in everyone.
and I think that irritates me because I'm like,
It irritates most of the heroes too.
And about to say, it irritates the people around him.
Batman,
I
everybody.
think pure is a good word for him, and it's like I like I don't even say anti-heroes, but I like people like Batman. Like they've seen some things. There's some childhood abandonment. There's like some grit. There's like there's a little disdain for humanity there, but it's like Superman can't see danger that's like right in front of him.
Yeah.
Well,
I
keep
know.
in mind, Batman's older though.
Is he?
Well, they're like the same age. They're like Superman's like 32, Batman's like 36. Like,
But Batman is
really?
also like a full human who like grew up in like the most dangerous city.
but he was also
ever.
he also grew up affluent.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was also a billionaire.
Batman's struggle is different.
Yeah.
The only thing is with Batman is that he goes out of his way to combat like evil and darkness and like, because Batman he fights everybody that Superman fights.
Yeah, I mean he
fights demons too.
Yeah.
He's fighting aliens, he's fighting monsters with just like his brains and stuff like that. It
like kind of like how quickly the people turned on Superman, like that it hurt my feelings. It bothered me because it's like just a little bit of anything. It speaks to humanity in and of itself.
It's realistic.
Like, one day people praise you and
they
then
canceled
the next
him.
day, like immediately. There was the part in the movie where somebody threw a soda can at the back of him, and it's like he could crush you with his.
He could kill the entire group of people.
And going out of his way to make sure he doesn't kill anybody. Yes, he's going to accidentally destroy the city while he's trying to save you. But I think to me, it was almost a little too pure, a little too naive.
Well, the thing is,
I don't know.
Superman is a character that's supposed to, like his hope, he wants to inspire humanity to be better. So he doesn't want to kill anyone. Even when he's had to kill people, he's had to kill Doomsday, who almost killed him, but like he doesn't like to kill people. Like he's just like, he believes he was sent, as you saw in the movie, he believes he was sent there to help humanity.
Yeah.
So he holds himself to an impossible standard.
Yeah.
But, it's like...
Maybe that's why I don't like it, because it makes me feel like a bad
but
person.
These days, the thing is...
I would handle things differently.
The current comic books are doing like these darker things with Superman.
Yeah.
They have these darker things where now he's like, they changed his origin story. And
no, I don't like that.
He's going to become a villain, basically.
No, I don't like that.
So that's the thing, like... It's either he was gonna be like this or he's gonna be like that. Like that's how they. Invincible is like a comic in the middle where
I love
very realistic.
Invincible. We didn't
very
plan on
realistic.
talking about anime.
He also didn't want to kill people, but then he realizes that I have to because they're gonna kill me and kill everyone I know.
I think his story was perfect in that yes, he is half alien, half human, but it showed that like struggle between like y'all are getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Like I'm really trying to do the right thing here.
Right.
I'm a teenager. I'm trying to live a normal life. My dad just beat me up real bad and broke up with my mom and had alien baby. This is Invincible, by the way.
Yeah.
And then it just showed him doing what it is that he had to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like Superman, he kind of walks around like,
Yeah,
I don't know what
and that's the problem. That's the problem. That's always been a problem with Superman is that he's so powerful. Like, how do you humanize him?
Well, I thought he was humanized in this, and I think the thing that I really like the most is every other Superman movie. They show his origin, they show him growing up. This movie starts with him getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it just starts right in the middle of it. He's getting his ass kicked. Yeah. And then I love the way they use the dog and Supergirl for comic relief.
Oh my God. The dog was awful, dude.
That was funny.
And then they're teasing out a Supergirl movie too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The dog was like that. Him and you put the dog together, they're both just dumb and clumsy and knocking things around, but they mean well. And at the end of the day, they do end up saving the day. The bald, evil, genius guy, like
Lex Luthor, his arch villain.
Is he always his arch villain? I don't know that.
Well, technically, you could argue he has two. It's Lex Luthor and Darkseid.
I don't know who Darkseid is.
Darkseid is evil incarnate, basically.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question too. What do you think about the end where they send the evil Superman into another dimension. Do you think does that relate to the comic books? Because isn't there a
there's a Phantom
Superman?
Zone?
Yeah, a dark
Phantom
Superman.
Zone.
No. I mean like a dark Superman. Like
there's what's Bizarro?
Right.
But he yes, you know what? That he could, because like maybe he could like come back mutated from that place.
Yeah, or something. That's what I was thinking.
He could be Bizarro because
something else. Yeah.
But he's not. But Bizarro wears Superman colors. He just has like a different.
Is it like a multiverse type of situation, like Doctor Strange? Like he's like
Bizarro's like weird.
Yeah.
He's weird. He has the
Bizarro.
Same strength and powers as Superman, but he's literally like Superman dropped on his head. Yeah.
Okay, I like.
He looks, you know, like
weird.
Yeah. So that's Bizarro.
Okay, so for Superman, I think I would give it again maybe like a 6.5 out of 10, because when things really picked up towards the end, I think the fight scenes were great. I loved Mr. Terrific. He was my favorite character in the movie. Very capable. Didn't do too much talking.
No,
just showed up and handled business. You know, and I really like that.
Yeah. I would give it like an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, it was pretty good because, you know, Marvel movies and everything like have made people really tired of superhero movies, but this felt really fresh and like, just like, because, you know, people go to the movies to watch what they read in the comic books, like but you know, studios just don't want to give you exactly what you asked for. So, but this felt like comic book Superman.
Like it was close enough to it. Yeah,
this felt like comic book Superman. So I think it was good.
Your explanation of it made me like it a little bit more, you know, as we were leaving the theater. You're like, no, like this is kind of like how Superman was written. And I think the actors did a really good job.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints about the actors. This is allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but the girl who plays his love interest she's not Mary Jane, because that's Spider-Man.
She's the woman from that show.
You mean Lois Lane?
Lois Lane.
Yeah.
So the actor that plays her, apparently, you know, before the film had went to a witch to get like a travel curse lifted off of her. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you went to a witch to get a curse lifted off of you. You left with more curses. Like, what are we talking about? You know, but God bless her. Hopefully things continue to work out well for her.
Yeah, she had that hit show.
Yeah.
On Prime. The one of the fabulous, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My acting coach loves her, and he loves that show.
The show it was a good show. Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I told you I don't like to watch TV
She's
shows
a
like
comedian, though.
Is she?
In the show, well, I told her all that. She didn't. She still just wasn't interested.
Wow.
And it's like because it's fictional. It's not like she's like actually. But I like. But the show's
TV.
comedy.
Like I love reality TV. Like that's what gets me going.
You're into Love Island and all.
Oh yes, I am. Our next episode is gonna be about the Love Island reunion. So I'm coming back. We're gonna pick up.
I think I'm gonna have my assistant work.
No, no. Me and my friend Eric. Shout out to Eric.
I dropped off after like a few episodes myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's his own little episode.
I'm glad it's over. I'll never watch another season again. But since I'm invested in the season, I'm going to see it all the way through.
I mean, I'll watch the reunion.
I'm a reality TV docuseries documentary. I think I really like studying or dissecting human behavior up to the point where it's like I have a degree in sociology. That's literally what my degree is in. It's just human behavior, patterns, society, all that stuff. It just gets my gears going. And I think, you know, reality TV is a really good. They will study
our civilization from it.
For sure.
They will study our civilization from it for sure, and they'll think we were crazy.
Yeah. But. Okay, so we saw Superman, and then we have also seen the Formula One movie, the F1 movie.
Pretty good as well.
It was long.
What was his name?
It was
Damsey
really
Idris and
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah. You almost forgot that.
They say it's the highest grossing sports movie of all time now.
They call it sport?
Yeah. What?
F1's a sport.
Do you watch the Netflix show?
These guys can't eat.
The Formula One show on Netflix.
They gotta be
smart. No.
What? Me and Osama love that show.
Yeah, but to be real with you though, I really just like watching that show. When you watch a Formula One race, it's just like it doesn't. The show though has only the highlights. So it's just exciting.
I'm not gonna watch an actual.
And it talks about the behind the scenes drama between the teams and the drivers and all that kind of stuff.
So what is it a fictional thing?
No.
It's
the movie's fictional, but the show on Netflix is about the previous season of F1.
It follows around the real drivers.
Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
We
right.
even have a favorite Formula One driver. We love Pierre Gasly because he's
Shout out to Pierre Gasly.
Shout out to Pierre Gasly.
One of the best underdogs to ever do it.
Yeah.
He's a dude that's like always on the edge. He's like on the cusp of I don't know what
You're
he
like,
needs.
dang, he made it another season.
But the other teams see it too. Otherwise, he'd be out of the F1.
Yeah, and this is a real F1
He just
driver.
needs a certain little
Je ne sais quoi.
something needs to be sparkled on him. Yeah, man.
We like Pierre Gasly. I also like Daniel Ricciardo. I think he's retired now, unfortunately.
Yeah,
last year was his last season.
Daniel Ricciardo is out. I think Sergio Perez is gone too.
I didn't like Sergio Perez that much. I didn't think he was that good, but
he was an underdog.
No, he was good enough to be on Red Bull with Max Verstappen.
Yeah, he was another one who was on the
obviously
edge, but
he's
he
good.
was closer to it than like Pierre Gasly. But I just like Pierre Gasly because I believe in him.
He always overcomes.
He always overcomes. When he has to show up, he has to show up. He'll show up. But he just give him another shot, guys.
Well, have you guys ever been to a Formula One race?
No, we think about going to.
Sounds
the one
like that
in
should be a
Vegas.
bucket list.
The one,
Yeah,
the
'cause
one
we do
in
like it.
the one in Vegas just got affordable.
Yeah. So maybe we'll go to that. Okay, so
'Cause it used
about
to
the
be like a
movie,
G, but-
about the Formula One movie itself, I really liked it. I thought it was really long. There was a couple of times where I thought the
Pretty
movie
long.
was over, and then it just was not over, and it just kept going.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was realistic enough. It was good enough. I don't like on the poster that they made Brad Pitt bigger than Damson Idris. Idris Damson, whatever his name is. No, I'm going to say it right. Damson Idris. Because I feel like they were equal part leads in the film. You know, I feel like they played equally.
Who's
big
the
roles.
bigger?
Yeah,
Who's the bigger?
gonna sell
Come on.
tickets?
Come on.
Damson Idris. Like Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt,
no,
yes, but
no.
he could at least been.
Who do you think?
Just as big
Who
as-
has more star power? Brad Pitt is a household name.
Yes,
Damson
Brad Pitt
Idris
is
is
Brad
on his
Pitt.
way.
Yes,
Thank you.
I think Damson Idris is talented. He's your
fellow Nigerian brother.
when I see him and stuff, I watch it. He was great in Snowfall.
Yeah, he's a really.
I
good
didn't
actor.
even know he was British when I started watching Snowfall.
Yeah, he's a British.
You know, he's a great actor, but he's not Brad Pitt yet. He doesn't have that level of star power yet.
Plus, you got to think of the job of the poster. It's to sell tickets.
And whose face is more famous? It's his. It's Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's face is more famous.
Yes.
Brad Pitt has like 40 years of
I agree.
Of a career. You know what I mean?
I agree that Brad Pitt is a bigger star, but I feel like he could have been a little bit bigger in the picture because they had equal amounts of screen time. He was in the movie just as much as Brad Pitt.
Okay, what
I'm
about
looking at it from that perspective.
well, what about Javier Bardem?
He wasn't in the movie just as much as the other two.
Yes, he was.
Javier Bardem, he
Yes,
did a good job.
He was in
him.
he was in the movie a lot.
A lot, but
He was in the movie a lot, and he's also had a long career,
of course.
and he's also a person with star power as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think it's fine.
I mean, he was in a movie with some greats.
I don't look at stuff
You know
like
what I
that. I'm very logical about it,
Yeah.
and they obviously
See,
are
that's my
too.
problem. I do look at stuff like that because I'm like, why am I lower down on the poster? You know what I mean?
Well,
because as
You
an
would say that
actor,
if it was
think
you,
that.
but it's not you. It's them. You know?
Yeah.
And those people, they fight over stuff like that. That stuff's negotiated in their contract.
I'm about to say no.
They-
This is negotiated.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm seeing in terms of the size and the
Brad Pitt's
and everywhere.
agent went to work.
Well, he wouldn't have done
Even
this
title
movie.
cards at the end of movies, like your agent can fight for your name to be on a title
Yeah.
card. I mean, with the credits, like
Because
they can
it
fight for you to
matters.
be on the credits by yourself, no other names.
Because it
next to you.
matters. Because it matters.
I guess so.
And Brad Pitt was one of the when I saw him in it, that's what made me interested. I'm like, oh, Brad, he doesn't do movies that much.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt does a movie once every like 5 years or something. He doesn't do movies like that.
Let's
Yeah.
think about it. It's Brad Pitt in a hyper race car.
Yeah.
It's like Brad Pitt with a gun.
It's just very American.
That's his
It's
type.
like-
That's his typecast. Like he's tough guy, interesting, suave guy. Like
Yeah.
that's his. That's, you know, say what you want about his.
No,
Person.
I listen.
I don't
I'm a
know
fan
him.
of Brad Pitt.
I
like
think he's
him.
a talented actor.
I like him. I think he's great. I think he still got it. I think Damson is right up there with him. You know, he's holding it down for the.
He just doesn't have the longevity, so
Yeah.
it just doesn't
Yeah,
make
it's coming.
sense to put him at the top of the thing because
Yeah.
to do that is to say that it was because anytime you do see that in a movie is because that star that tells me he needed to be in this movie.
Do you know that Louis Hamilton, who's also a Formula One driver, used to drive for Mercedes? I don't know, and now he drives for Ferrari. He either executive produced it. He's a producer on the movie as well.
Makes sense.
So this guy's just making money on top of money.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Money
I
on
mean,
top of
yeah, he already makes 9 figures, or
Yeah.
at least he's worth 9 figures.
Well, I want to give an honorable mention to the actress who played Pierce's mother. Yeah, her name is Sarah Niles. I think she's British as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's had a pretty good career. I mean, she's done a lot of good movies.
I haven't seen her in other stuff, but Osamu,
if I see her face, I'll know.
Okay, yeah, here's her face right here.
Let me see. Oh yeah, no. So she's been in a lot. I've seen her in a lot of things. Yeah. She does a lot of BBC movies and TV shows. She's a very good actress.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in anything.
BBC actors, don't mess with them. They're
I mean, the British actors are gonna.
They're a cut above. Every time. These people, and her included, will do a whole movie. And in this movie, she did it too. She can do an American accent, Jamaican accent, an African accent.
Yeah, no, they have accents on lock. The British actors, I don't
do
know
the whole movie that way.
But they come in the American market and they do really well. And American actors get like pretty mad about that too. Like they're giving all of our roles to British people. It's like, well, then step up.
No, yeah, facts.
Well, then step up. You know, but being in Hollywood, being an actor in general, like it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. The industry is very difficult, and it just so happens that I
honestly think I can do it. I honestly think I could act.
Yeah,
but
I think you can.
I haven't had that shot.
But it's the technical training that goes into it. You would like, I didn't even realize. People think acting is you get a script and you read it. Right. It's not that.
Oh, well, no.
And to be good, it has to be way beyond that.
The few little auditions I've done with you have made me realize that, because memorizing a line is like can be difficult, especially when it's like a monologue and it's long.
Shout out to this guy, by the way. He's a star. I've been auditioning. I have a commercial agent. I've been auditioning with that commercial agent for like going on almost 2 years. And this year I'm like, I'm tired of auditioning. I don't want to hear anything back. I did an audition in May that we did it late at night. I was tired. I didn't want to turn it in. I just kind of threw it together. And Osama was like, trying to be gentle and being like, if you're going to do this, I think you should maybe put forth a little bit more effort. And he said it much nicer than that. But he was like, listen, if you don't put in effort, like you're kind of wasting your time too. And I'm like, babe, I'm just tired of it. Like I haven't heard anything back. And guess what? That audition that I felt like I just threw together, and it was a couple's audition. We were in it together. He helped me book my first commercial this year in May. And I can't say the company that it was for, but it was for a big name. You won't ever see it because it was like for stock photography and all that stuff. But it was like a 3-day shoot, paid me pretty decently. Yeah. And it was because of you. They booked us as a couple.
Aww.
And so shout out to you. Like you be working behind the scenes. And so I have a good partner in you.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity was because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You brought it home. I've done printing auditions by myself that I never got. So you helped me book something. Thank the Lord. Because I was like, my agent is going to drop me this year, dude. I haven't booked anything. And then finally I booked something. And I was like, shout out to you. Yeah. And then I kept the money. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm sharing it. But yeah, so that's... what would you give the Formula One movie out of 10? I would give it...
Yeah, I thought you started your rankings too high.
Really?
Yeah. See, you started at 7. You can't go no...
I know. and I actually keep getting stuck at 7 because I would give this a
that's really
not 8.5.
You would give it an 8.5?
8.5 out of 10.
I would give this movie, I think, a 7.5.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was pretty good, but I feel like have you seen like a movie like Rush?
Yeah.
I feel like that had more excitement for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Also a slow build. This movie
Rush goes into it. People are already Formula One races. They're not proving anything. They're already proven drivers. And it's just going into just their like certain aspects of their personality. Showing you like how they, like how Niki Lauda met his wife in Italy on the side of a road. You know what I'm saying? Or like, why so-and-so likes to party so much, But this movie was still good.
Yeah, I think it was really good.
I think this will get a lot of people interested in Formula One because the whole idea of Formula One is just a romanticized racing thing,
Yeah.
It's dangerous, People are driving really fast, in this like wavy little track, and it's just dangerous and it's cool. And these people are like,
and it's fancy, it's elite. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's
fancy.
Kind of it's like horseback riding, but way cooler.
Yeah,
they're like equestrians of like cars.
It is better to watch at home on a nice TV though, because you can't watch if you're there. I mean, we'll go in person, but what stopped us is that we realized that. It's gonna be, you're gonna get to see the whole race on a TV, even if you go in person,
right?
So it's like,
and it inspires me too. Anytime I watch the Formula One show, like I love watching people do things at the the best of their ability, like the highest of their capabilities. I love watching things that make me feel inspired because it makes me feel like there's nothing that I can't do. Like these people are going after their dreams. They get discouraged, they get defeated, they get into car accidents, they get physically hurt, and then they go back to that place where it happened and they get back in their car. And it's like, think about, Max Verstappen as a driver. Like, he's such a good driver because it's like life or death for him. Like, he loves what he does.
Does he come from an affluent background?
They all do. You have to be pretty wealthy to get into Formula.
Well, no, not Lewis Hamilton. Like, Lewis Hamilton,
he didn't, of course.
His father,
Really
they got divorced. His
Yeah.
dad worked apparently like 3 jobs or something.
Yeah.
And would spend like all his waking hours fixing that car.
Listen, he was investing.
And when he was in the go-kart one, whatever formula that is, when he was doing that, like, and
F2, I guess.
So most of the drivers come from affluent backgrounds. I don't look at F1 like that because some of them are very inspiring. Like Max Verstappen, even if he comes from an affluent background, has a very rare type of tenacity of just like he has to win.
But the fact that he's still hungry, as successful he is, as he is, as much as he wins, it's like that's somebody who's really in it for the love of the game. Like, you love what you do because
I like him.
You have no points to prove anymore.
I like him because he pushes it, and everybody says the same thing. Because he's the one guy that the way he drives, it's like he doesn't care. He's just trying to win. Like when it's wet, he's not scared like everybody else.
Yeah,
he's getting mad that the car's not staying on the road.
Like if you play chicken,
he's getting mad that the traction's having, the traction control is having issues and stuff like that. He doesn't care. None of that stuff phases him. He's trying to win, period.
Yeah, you just don't want to be on the road with guys like that.
But that's why he wins, because the other drivers get out of his way.
They're scared.
Yeah,
he's fearless. He's legit fearless. He doesn't care. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to win, like, because you're a coward.
Because I don't want us to run out of time to talk about. I'm going to end
last couple.
The last two. I want to end with Sinners because I feel like I have the most to. Okay, let's just talk about Sinners because I'm like, I don't want to run out of time to talk about Sinners because, man, what a movie. Like, Sinners, again, another original story, very original story. As you're watching the movie, I feel like they didn't give it away that Michael B. Jordan, like in the trailer, that he was playing twins. Yeah. Or at least I didn't pick that up.
Not early on. I didn't pick that up either.
Yeah. And so when I got into the theater and I saw that he was playing twins and, it just showed like a level of skill, in his acting and being able to decipher between those like two completely different people. Yeah. I thought the story was original. Like it felt like that feeling that Get Out has where it has these like really deep themes that you have to pick up on. Cause you get it if you get it, you don't if you don't. Like Sinners was flawless to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was scary. It was very, very scary. But the cinematography was beautiful. I love movies that capture dark skin really, really well.
Yeah.
Like
cinematography was very good.
It was crazy.
The refresh on I didn't even realize it was about vampires. Like,
yeah. That was that question, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which one's that? But it was original vampires.
Yes.
It's a refreshing take on a very, very old trope.
Yeah.
And so that's, hats off to Ryan Coogler for that. Like that was really like it just was a good experience.
It was.
Yeah. No one ever knows what to expect, but like now black people just like Koreans and like Japanese and stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting a reputation for horror.
Man. Yeah.
We're getting a reputation for really, really like potent horror. Like it's it was a really good movie. Like high ratings for this one.
I made a take on TikTok. I was talking about how Sammy, like the preacher boy, he was the lone person that survived in the movie. Because he had a praying father. As much as he rejected the church, didn't want to be a part of the church, I feel like it was the prayers of his father that kept him alive. I said that on TikTok, and then I posted on Instagram. People dragged me. I was like, no, it wasn't that. It was the roots. It's our ancestors' magic. Oh, I'm like, oh, y'all hate God for real. Like, I come up here talking about the power of prayer.
Talking about the
people
roots,
are like,
man.
no, it was the power of the ancestors.
If you go to Africa, they will say what we just said as well. They'll tell you like
witchcraft.
They'll tell you that he was praying. He was prayed over. They won't tell you it was because of the juju or nothing like that. The what people in America understand to be like voodoo is like not even what it is. Like voodoo is the Jamaican equivalent. In Mexico, you have the brujas. And freaking everywhere has different types of stuff. Africa is generally just juju.
Yeah.
And it's not looked at as something, by most people today as something like positive. It's not
at all. I mean, witchcraft is real, and I feel like with us being Africans, like we understand that. I remember being back home in Guinea when I went back to visit my family in 2013. And I was sitting outside at night with my sisters, and I was whistling the Kill Bill theme, just because every now and then I just try to refresh myself, make sure I can still do it, And so I was whistling at night, and my sister grabbed me. She was like, "Don't do that." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "That's how the witches around here call each other." I said, "Oh, well then say less." You know what I mean? In Africa, there isn't, "Oh, there's white magic. Our ancestors are using this to speak to us." I feel like African witchcraft has been repackaged to the Black community as Black empowerment.
Yeah,
and it's not.
It's not that.
I don't even. Beyonce did a great job, but it's not that.
I don't. Yeah, it's not. It's not that. You guys don't understand. Don't
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's Black.
No, they saw the mojo bag.
We are in. Africans. There is a very intense like spirituality
for sure
that's cultural and
We're
not religious, and but it's not that, guys. You got to understand what you're. Understand what you're exposing yourself to.
I feel like this stuff is real. Like what happened in this movie, and I think it took place in Mississippi, if I'm correct. Yeah. And people are like, this is like an old folklore in Mississippi. Like there was this tale of like vampires, and I'm someone who vehemently believes in mermaids. I believe in all of this. I think vampires are real. I think werewolves are real. I'm like, these stories come from somewhere. There is a root in these different types of stories. And so I love the fact that in the movie, the Native Americans wasn't playing. They came knocking once, twice. They said no. They said, all right.
The sun's going down. And we never saw him again.
He said, may the Lord be with you. I ain't doing no back and forth with you. You got it. They got up out of there. They was not playing.
But they also looked like they was ready for business too. They were about to kill him.
They were chasing him.
Yeah, they were.
He was running from the Native Americans. Also, another group of very spiritual people who were very in touch with
who also be really religious. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's different.
Yeah.
It's like the spiritual aspect, and like there's a place where they kind of can coincide a little bit, but like our cultures are very similar in that.
Yeah,
we have
spiritual.
There is an ancestral reverence that's cultural in a lot of African culture, and then there's the the religious aspect that can clash with a lot of those beliefs, but they're integral to the cultural identity.
Yeah,
but Sinners was really good because Sinners really wasn't even about well, no, it was a decent amount about it. But the woman, what she was doing was like voodoo. Was like voodoo, like Caribbean,
like Creole type of like that type of stuff.
Yeah,
that came after once the ancestors.
She was doing some other kind of stuff, and
she said apparently she reached out to like a real like whether it was like a healer or whatever it is that they called them to get information for her character. So I love when actors take their work seriously. That is scary business. I would never touch it. Yeah. But she did a great job in the film. I think it was casted well. I like the under themes of like it touched on a lot of things in society where it's like the Asian woman, how she was the one that invited everybody in, and how they're store clerks and the relationship that the Black community has had with the Asian community and them being like store owners and kind of like when it comes down to it, sometimes picking their own over us. Well, always picking themselves over us when it comes down to it. And then also that theme, it was a white woman that got not smoke, but stack. It was a white woman that, his love for her or his lust for her got him in a predicament that he wasn't supposed to be in. And sometimes, Shannon Sharp, he's not a vampire, but it happens. He's not a vampire, but it happens.
Expecting that one.
Do we have time?
That's how my brain works.
Do you have time to talk about 28?
Oh yeah, we have like another 10 minutes, so we'll end on 28 days later.
Years.
But what do you rate Sinners out of 10?
I give it. Maybe I say I would give it a 9, just because
what is a 10 to you then? My goodness.
Well, I put a 10 in here. I think I gave Weapons or something a 10. But
yeah, you did give Weapons
because it's unique. Vampires aren't unique.
Yeah.
But the way he told the story about vampires is very unique. So I give it a 9. You know what I'm saying? An A. There's not an A plus just because it's like but it was a great movie. One of my favorite movies I've seen this year.
I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. No notes. Directed well. Acted well. The cinematography was beautiful. The movie was beautiful. The story was original. Like there's nothing that I feel like could be added to that movie to make it better.
Yeah,
and that's what makes me give it a 10 because it's like it stands on its own.
Well, since you started so high, why don't we just go up to 12?
Yeah. I'm generous. Hey, I give credit where credit is due, okay? Because I know how hard it is. So as I critique and criticize, I understand that these people are doing something at a level that is really, really hard to do. Whether I like it or not, I respect the craft. I understand the craft.
100%.
It's not easy.
He's succeeding at something very few people can do, and he's conveying a lot of, he's making really good stories, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see his next movie.
Me too. I want some awards for that. Like I think
he's gonna get
some awards. There needs to be an Oscar.
He's gonna get nominated probably. I think he'll get nominated for at least the cinematography.
Yes.
I think the screenplay can get nominated.
Or best original screenplay, something like that.
Yeah.
It better sweep awards.
But he's gonna be up against he could be up against like Weapons, dude. He could be up against like, because that's another heavy hitting movie too. And yeah,
Sinners got to take something home. Or else
Sinners got to take something home. I agree.
I'm taking to the streets, and
I agree.
All right. So last but not least, we have 28 years later. This movie was crazy too. Like in preparation for this movie, we went back and we watched all of the movies before. The first one was 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later. 28
Murphy.
weeks.
I love him.
28 years.
Amazing.
So yeah, Cillian Murphy. Yeah, he's not in this one.
No, he's not. Unfortunately,
but they say, I've heard he's going to be in the next one and possibly one after that. But,
yeah.
So yeah, he makes these movies. He shoots them on like a retroactive camera. So like the original movie was shot on like a camcorder. You know, like 28 Days Later was shot on camcorder. This movie was shot on like iPhone 14s or something.
Really?
Yeah. So he does that on purpose. Like he'll just shoot it.
Who's the director?
Danny Boyle, I think. I believe it's Danny Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's unique in that it's, you know, he doesn't need to do that. I should say that. Like, I don't really like that he shoots all, like, so the first movie, it gives it just that vibe, but like, I don't need that anymore. I do. Yeah. You know, we have a really nice TV at home. I just want to watch everything in 4K now. So like, I would have liked it in 4K. That would have been perfectly fine. But you know, and he's trying to think outside the box and like give you a different type of experience, and I respect that. But
how'd you feel about the story for this movie?
It was like, so some of the motivations of the characters, I didn't really like agree. I didn't really like a lot of a lot of the ways they reacted to stuff just didn't make a lot of sense.
It didn't make a lot of sense. I didn't
without ruining the storyline or anything. Like, it didn't make a lot of sense. I don't like how, you know, the mom story folds.
Yeah.
I don't like how the main character, who's really, you know, that boy, you know, because basically the story is told from his perspective. And I understand that he wants to make more movies. So like, you know, basically like, you know, the movie ends in a way like it's going to be another movie. But I just don't like how he is responding. I just don't like how a lot of people's reactions and stuff at all. Yeah. That's the only thing that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. There's a lot of parts that are just like, oh, like you could have did this. Like, why
you had options.
You had options. You chose this random one that no one foresaw. Like,
I definitely agree with that. I feel like some of the characters' reasonings and the story kind of like fell short for me, you know? Like, I didn't like that the people had evolved into like cavemen in a way, you know? And that there were like the slow moving ones on the floor were gross, disgusting. The father takes the son out into the woods. It's like, why? Why are y'all? It's like a test of manhood. So you put yourself in danger on purpose and then you come back and then the dad's cheating on the mom. But I don't understand the motivation in that the kid takes the mom so that she can be saved, and then because she knows that she's dying, she
just telling the whole story.
I don't care. It came out a while ago.
What I didn't like, I mean, I can understand that in a post-apocalyptic world because those are normal practices.
Like what?
You have to teach the men how to hunt and how to fight, how to defend themselves.
So you go and purposely put yourself in harm's way. You could do a training camp on the grounds.
They do that, but then eventually you need real training, you need real experience. You know, in the military, they can give you all the drills and everything, but nothing beats the real experience. So the dad say, "Okay, we're gonna go out together." That makes perfect sense. I mean, it's that I understood. It's just like once the boy takes the mom,
That I didn't understand.
Then you're like, what's going on, bro?
And then the mom was confused because she had cancer. I didn't love it. I didn't love the infrared scenes where it's like it was red and it was like being done like in the night vision type of like.
You got to put a spoiler disclaimer.
Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry, guys.
She's just telling the whole movie.
This movie came out June 20th.
It came out this year. August. You don't get spoilers on a movie that came out the same year.
It is August. Okay, he has more theater etiquette than I do. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I don't want to give this one a strong rating. I don't care about the spoilers. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. 28 weeks later, the one where the dad.
That was way better.
That one's
way better. Yeah. Well, the first two, the first two are way better because it's just scary. It's just more of just the traditional, like we're trying to get, we're here and we need to get somewhere else and we have to go through a bunch of zombies. Mm-hmm. And this movie was a similar thing, but because it's so far in the future and the zombies have like taken over everything already, and they've essentially abandoned the continent.
They bombed the whole city of London,
of Great Britain or whatever. Yeah. So like it's like he's just going from one bad place to another bad place. Yeah, it's just like
the scene at the end where I like to call him Remick from Sinners was in there too. Remember he comes up with like a jumpsuit on, and they're like a gang of like.
Oh, that's true. Hunters. The same actor from Sinners is in.
I feel like he was that same vampire from Sinners. He just was dressed.
Well, that actor, he's definitely typecasted because before this, I've seen him play a ton of like World War II soldiers and stuff.
He's a really
he's really good at playing a tortured, aggressive person with a very artistic side. He's like that's his artistic side. So he's really good at that.
Yeah.
I didn't like the whole movie period.
Okay. See,
for me,
it was the worst one of the.
But if it's a zombie movie, kill the whole world.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're just killing one continent? It's like didn't they kill the whole world? Well, they contained it in Great Britain.
Yeah.
Well, no, so they pushed it out of the. So you remember in the second movie, it gets to France. But they pushed it out of every other European country, and it got.
But that doesn't make sense to me though, because it's like, did it? So it never got to America, and that's why America's never.
No, it was in America. America had an outbreak. Apparently, there's lore behind all this. So America apparently had an outbreak, but we're America. We fought it off. We have guns.
But that's not what I'm saying. Like the story wasn't clear. The story wasn't clear enough for me. Like that.
I heard the remaking. Look,
it was kind of all over the place.
They don't be doing these things right around the first execution. Like they don't do. They just don't like.
Yeah, but this was the third execution.
Like World War Z, I heard is getting a refresh, and for the same reason, I've read the book. The book is fantastic, it's nothing like the movie.
It's a show.
It's a series of books.
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah,
I've only read just the World War Z book, like, and it's fantastic because it's just different stories of people's experiences during the crisis,
right?
And it's great. And I think they're going to make a show, and I'm assuming they're going to do that to it needs to be a show. It shouldn't be a movie.
Yeah.
Because the movie's nothing like it.
Okay. So to wrap us up, honey, what would you score this movie 28 years later out of 10?
I would give it a 6 just because it's more thought out than average, and it is its own type of zombie story, but it wasn't. I think the screenplay needed some work.
I think
the screenplay needed some work because the actors in it were good. The kid is a good actor.
Yeah, he was really good.
Any child that can carry a movie
no complaints
like that.
about the acting. Even
the acting, everyone's acting, and everyone's established. Everyone who was in that movie that I recognized was someone I've seen in something else that was successful. Minus the kid, this might have been his first role, but it's better than an average zombie movie.
Yeah,
but I can't give it as high praise as some of these other movies just because that screenplay wasn't jiving with it.
I agree, and I started off strong, so I'm gonna end it not so strong. I'm gonna give it I feel bad giving it a 4 out of 10.
Oh, so that's bad.
No, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I think it was just average. I liked the first movie so much, and even the second movie so much, that I think maybe my expectations were a little bit higher for the third one. I felt like the story was kind of hard to follow. Yeah. It was random. They just threw in stuff that wasn't necessary. Yeah. The motivations of the characters weren't like really strong enough to me. And so, Yeah, go see it if you want to. Go check out all the movies if you want to. My favorite was The Weapons. I highly recommend it. And then, comment below. I want to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on these movies if you've seen them. I want to know what you think about them. And then, honey, is there anything else that you would like to add?
There's a lot of fantastic movies. Alien series is pretty good. That's something I didn't expect you to get into. You got into that too. Yeah. Keep killing it with the movies, guys.
Yeah.
Keep killing it.
Yeah, I love that everybody's putting in work, okay? People are holding on to their dollars a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And so people are putting in that effort to get people to spend the money. And that's how it should be.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. We're paying you the big bucks to make these movies. Yeah. So make them good.
So make them good. That's a good word right there, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And to all of my new subscribers, I just want to say hi. I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome to the party. I finally, got over like 1K subscribers, and I'm so excited for every single last one of y'all to be here. And so if you like my content, just make sure you subscribe for plenty more where that came from. Thank y'all so much.